Facebook as well as YouTube. And as promised, we have in the studio Gabriella Lester, who's part of the Now You See Me Live team. And Now You See Me Live is playing at the Sands Theatre from now till the 8th of March. Tickets are available at cystic.com.sg. Welcome, Gabriella.
Thanks so much for having me.
Hocus
Good morning.
pocus. We made you appear.
Gabriella, of course, is a magician and escape artist.
Is that how we describe you? Illusionist, magician, escape artist, sleight of hand artist. I mean, what is it these days?
Yeah, that makes me sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
Stunt woman.
Yeah, keep going.
Yeah.
One of the most talented female magicians on the planet.
I love
Absolutely.
this intro so far. Really good, guys.
She's like, keep going.
Here in Singapore, we've got a local dish called rojak. It's basically, and when we use the term rojak, we basically mean like everything included.
in.
Yeah. So you are like the rojak of magic. You do everything, right? A little bit of escape, a little bit of illusion, card tricks, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
sleight of hand.
That's going to be the Roja of Magic will probably be my new tagline.
The Roja of marriage? Yeah. I think that will
magic.
go. Yeah, I think that will
Yeah.
that will work. So you must have been a difficult child growing up.
Yes.
Lots of scrapes and breaks and stuff.
Yes. Finally, the truth is coming out.
Oh,
Exactly.
making things disappear. Like, where did the cookies go?
More like where did the credit cards go? But similar, no.
So tell us a little bit more about that. I mean, you were born in South Africa. You were raised in Canada. How did magic first appear in your life?
Yeah, I mean, I fell in love with magic as a kid, like a lot of kids do. I had a magic set, and I was a very passionate kid. I had very, business-oriented, kind of straightforward parents, and so I grew up going to work with them in the office, and I was like, I need a life that's the opposite of this, that's the opposite of a 9 to 5, and I guess doing card tricks for a living was as close as I could get to the opposite. So by the time I was maybe 10 years old, I decided this was going to be my life plan.
Wow.
And I don't know if they believe me yet, but I'm closer to it now.
So, I mean, getting inspired to jump into magic. So, obviously, we're a little bit older. You know, we grew up with magicians like David Copperfield. Well, you were growing up. Who were the magicians that blew you away and inspired you to jump into this craft?
I mean, there are very many. There's a Canadian magician by the name of Sean Farquhar, who's like my biggest inspiration. But in terms of history, like Harry Houdini, David Copperfield, David Blaine, like all of the greats. I mean, I remember I used to fake being sick so I could stay home and watch the Copperfield specials and watch Penn and Teller. Like, I loved all of the greats.
Penn and Teller,
Yeah.
who also are have appeared with you on a show as well. You appeared with them. I mean, that
Yeah.
must have been like a dream come true for you.
Incredible. Yeah.
Now, one of the biggest things you've done is your upside down straitjacket escape.
Yeah.
And that was covered by some of the news networks as well in America. How was that experience for you?
It was
and how did
really-
it come about?
Yeah, it was really incredible. I mean, I'm a big Houdini fan, and I'd always dreamed of doing that escape. And I was 14 the first time I ever did it, suspended upside down. And I remember when I came up with the idea, everyone thought I was completely crazy. And I just used to go to the playground as a kid and hang upside down on the monkey bars and like picture that I was Harry Houdini. And so, yeah, I got to do it the first time when I was 14, and I've been
Wow.
doing it ever since. And it's something I really, really enjoy doing because I've been doing for so long.
Do you ever tell your parents what you're going to be doing? Because I can't imagine how that conversation is going to go. Like, hey, mom and dad, guess what? I'm going to be hung upside down in a straitjacket.
Yeah.
Completely safe.
Yeah, they don't always take me seriously the first time, especially then it's like, yeah, whatever, okay, eat your dinner, kid. But now I think they're more of just like shrug their shoulders, okay. Like I remember one day I was leaving the house as I got a bit older, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go hang from a crane at about 100 feet, but I'll see you Monday. And they're like, okay, how did we end up here?
But you seem like a little bit of a daredevil.
A little bit, yeah.
I mean, you're into cars and you're into bikes.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
got a- you've
I
got a
ride
racing bike.
motorcycles. Yeah, I grew up riding motorcycles with my dad, so I think
Oh, with
the
your
adrenaline,
dad,
it's
okay.
his fault. If there's someone to blame, it must be him.
Is there anything that actually scares you? Because clearly, looking at your huge repertoire of work, you're fearless. Is there anything that scares you?
Yeah, I think what makes it fun is I am scared of everything I do. Like, I am scared of heights. Like, doing the straitjacket, I love doing it, but I do feel fear. Like, when I ride motorcycles, like, I don't do it because I love the fear of going fast and the adrenaline. It's more of like, I love riding and I love the sport and stuff like that. But I am pretty scared of a lot of things, which is what keeps it interesting for me to do the stuff that scares me.
All right, let's continue to talk to Gabriella on The Big Show TV. Up next, Cardi B featuring Bad Bunny. This is I Like It on Kiss 92. Well, congratulations on the award. Last year, you won the Rising Star Award.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
In Canada,
Yeah.
right?
That's amazing. That's amazing. So before we speak about Now You See Me Live and what people can look forward to, we actually went onto your YouTube channel and pulled off your sizzle reel. So we wanna just show everybody who you're about, what you're about, and what kind of stuff they can expect.
All right,
Sure.
let's go.
You just can't give in. Gotta come strong, give 'em that pain. Oh, don't you?
You work out? Are you single? Yes. Get used to it.
Yeah.
Well done. I mean, for anyone who's ever watched Now You See Me, the movie, they would say you look uncannily like Isla Fisher, who plays Henley Reeves, who is who you're playing in Now You See Me Live. So I guess the question is, tell us what the audience can look forward to, or maybe one of your favorite bits of the show for the night.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that this is the best way to see magic, whether it's your first show or your 1000th show. The show has a little bit of everything. Like, we really, like I was saying to you guys earlier, we have close-up, we have stage magic, we have grand illusion, we have escapes, we have things that happen with kids in the audience. Like, it's a little bit of everything. And us as magicians, for the first time, kind of all get to do a little bit of everything. Like, usually in magic, you're specialized to one thing, but in the show, we get to do everything. So it's so fun for us. And we genuinely have as much fun as the audience does. Like, we're laughing the whole time. We're enjoying it the whole time. Every show feels different. It's so much fun.
Oh, that's the best, right?
I think what is remarkable about, Now You See Me Live is that, I mean, obviously comparisons are always going to be made between this show and the movies, right? But, in the movies, whenever they do their tricks, you got your camera angles, you got your cut scenes and all that. There's none of all that when it's live on stage and everyone's just staring at you and still managing to pull off that trick.
Yeah, it's a completely different feeling. And we do some stuff with the audience. Like, there's one trick we do where everyone in the audience does the trick with us.
Oh.
So I think it's really cool that everyone there gets to have that magic in their hands and have that feeling as well.
Okay.
Did you have to watch the movies before you, took on the role?
You don't have to, but a lot of people do watch the movies before they come to the show, which I think gets them excited for it. And I did when I got casted for the show, rewatched all the films. And I mean, the first movie came out when I was 9 years old, so I've grown up on these movies.
Nice.
Have you watched all of them?
Yeah,
Okay.
Which one's your favorite?
the first one. Yeah,
Yeah. Especially that one with the tree, right?
yeah.
And the long game and stuff like that. And obviously in this day and age, I want to ask you how hard it is to be a magician, because for a long time everything was hush hush, right? Before the internet, things like that, nobody knew how tricks were made, and then shows started coming out. And these days when you switch on the internet, depending on your algorithm, there's always some sort of a video explaining how magic tricks are done. So it's almost like the curtain's been pulled back completely. Does that make it hard for you?
It makes it hard and easy. Like, when I was a kid, it definitely made it easier to learn, because for a long time, magicians, magic tricks were passed down generation to generation and were in books, which made it sometimes harder to learn. Whereas for me, when I was a kid, I could go online or go on YouTube, and it was a really helpful tool for me to learn magic. On the flip side of things, it does expose things to the public, but I think as magicians, that keeps us on our toes and keeps us creating new things and finding, our own way to put twists on things so the public doesn't know how it's done.
Have you ever used your magic in real life to your advantage to get out of a situation?
Yeah, I mean, when I started magic, I did like little bar bets and scams, which was not the best thing for an 11-year-old to be doing.
11-year-old in a bar scamming people.
Yeah.
It's funny because, if you look at a lot of these, like, how to pick up women, channels and things like that, they always say the fastest way, the best way is to learn a magic trick. Yeah.
Yeah. So you've done a lot of crazy illusions and stunts, like you're hanging off a 100-foot crane performance and all that without any pressure at all. Are you constantly trying to outdo yourself?
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely always trying to set big goals for myself to keep me working towards stuff. Because I remember when I was a kid, like I had all these dreams of I want to do a Houdini Straitjacket escape, and I want to be a part of a show like Now You See Me. And setting those massive goals for myself is what kept me driven. So I think every day I just try and set a goal that I never think I'll reach, and if I get somewhere close, that's good enough.
Well, you've hit those 2 goals.
It's working so far.
What's the next one? Any other massive ones that you're aiming for?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot. Right now, I'm really, really happy where I am.
Yeah.
Like, being a part of the show is so special to me. Like, it's the biggest magic show in the world. So it's really hard to ask for more. I mean, I'm 22 right now, so it's really hard to ask for much more than this. And it's really, really special. So
Yeah, for sure.
I'm trying to take it in.
What were we doing when we were 22? I can't even remember.
Wow.
Well, I was practicing some magic as well. I was vanishing from class.
You guys were already on radio, weren't you?
Now, Gabriella, in the Heist Magic Act, you perform a visually cinematic illusion where objects appear straight from the screen. Now, how does blending technology with live music elevate the theatrical experience, in your opinion?
Yeah, it's really interesting. I mean, it's a different flavor of magic, and we're starting to see like technology come into magic a lot more, which is, for better and for worse, because sometimes it makes people think that it's easier and sometimes they think it's harder. But for me, it's really fun because I've grown up, talking on stage and being a comedy magician and a stage performer, that I've never done an act where I don't say anything. So for me, it's a different kind of flavor of magic, and I think for the audience, it's interesting to see, technology have a role in this art form.
So if our listeners could witness just one illusion while they were there that night for the show, which moment would you tell them to not blink? Something that, if you blink, you miss it kind of thing. Like, what should they be looking out for?
I mean, there's so many. I mean, I really genuinely have a different favorite part of the show every night. There is an illusion that Pablo from Spain does in the show that he does with this chair. I won't say too much about it, but it's in the first half of the show pretty early on, and it's just exceptional. And it's one of those tricks. He does the trick, and then he explains how he does it, and then he does it again. Well, you know the method, and it still fools you, and it's just one of the best illusions in the world.
So
I think.
Look out for the chair trick.
Yes.
Okay, all right. We'll look out for that.
The chair trick, yes.
Growing up, what was your favorite magic trick? Something that you watched and just blew you away. And have you since managed to replicate it?
Yeah, I mean, I loved a lot of Houdini's stuff, like his water torture cell and the straitjacket escape and things like that, because they were so infamous. Like, nobody had ever done something like that before. So I've tried a lot of Houdini's stuff, but I still dream of doing a lot more. And we have, Andrew Basso on the show, who is the best escape artist in the world and maybe of our time. And he does the water torture cell on the show, and it's a fan favorite.
Have you ever done that?
I have,
And?
but nowhere near as good as he
Wow.
does. It's absolutely terrifying.
So scary.
So to that point, how do you learn how to do these tricks? Right? I mean, is it trial and error? Because, if there's error, it's death.
Exactly. Which is why you said she's fearless, and it's true. Okay, let's go on air one last time.
Yeah.
Lil Boots with Remedy right here on Kiss 92. All the great songs in one place. Thank you so much for making us your listening choice. And what a treat to have Gabriella Lester, who plays Henley Reeves, in Now You See Me Live, playing at the Sands Theatre from now till the 8th of March. Once again, welcome to Singapore, Gabriella.
Thank you so much.
You can all get your tickets at cystic.com.sg.
So, Gabriella, I'm sure we have some little or maybe even big magicians that are listening to us now that need to know or need some words of inspiration from someone who has taken to the international stage, because I'm sure that's everyone's goal, is to be able to perform internationally. What would you say to someone listening in?
Yeah, I would say just do it. Just work hard and go for it every day. Like, when a lot of the times when I was setting goals or working towards things, it was with no help and no idea if I was ever going to accomplish anything. Like, I spent very many years performing in the worst environments, at kids' parties, in the back rooms of bars, seminars and at conferences and in variety shows and just the worst possible environments that you can imagine. But at the end of the day, I was doing what I love, and I had this dream in my head of where I was going to get to one day. And I think it's just about, keeping your passion alive and focusing more on, doing this thing that you love and less about where you are. And I think eventually that'll take you somewhere.
And look at you now.
I mean, it's worked.
There you go. Just like magic.
Yeah.
But where does one start? I mean, are there schools? Is there magic school where I go and I learn all the tricks and secrets of Houdini?
Like Hogwarts or something.
Yes, exactly. No, there's lots of different magic programs and seminars. There's lots that I went to when I was a kid. There's a magic school in Vegas, and now fortunately I run a lot of the seminars that I went to as when I was a kid. So I work with a lot of kids, and so there are ways online, and there's magic organizations like there's the International Brotherhood of Magicians, and there's different junior programs in different parts of the world. So there are slowly becoming more ways to get involved with magic, because for a long time it was kind of an old boys club.
Yeah.
So now we're getting more women and we're getting young performers. So it's changing slowly.
That's why
but
the
it's changing.
brotherhood, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we have more male magicians than female.
We
magicians.
do, yeah. But I love it's come full circle for you. You said you used to attend these seminars, and
Yeah.
now you're conducting classes for kids and stuff
Yeah.
like that, which is amazing.
Yeah, I used to be the only girl, and now it's pretty much 50-50.
And here you are inspiring other female, magicians as well, right? And I suppose the journey through magic starts, if you have yet to start that journey, the journey starts at Now You See Me Live.
It does
Absolutely.
indeed. Yeah.
Once again, get your tickets at cystic.com.sg. Why should people catch Now You See Me Live,
It's the
Gabriella?
best. It's the best magic show in the world, and it's really an emotional journey. Like, we have so much of our audience leaving laughing and crying, and it's every possible emotion that you can feel. And for us, we're on the ride with the audience. Like, everything you're feeling, we're feeling at the same time. We tear up on stage almost every night during the bows, and the audiences here have been exceptional. So if anything else, come be a part of that fun.
It's not playing for long, folks. It's only on until next Sunday. Get your tickets at cystic.com.sg, playing at Marina Bay Sands. Now You See Me Live.
All right, we're live on Facebook as well as YouTube. Share this session. Thank you so much, Gabriella.
Thanks for having me.